Hello there, Qckslvrslash, and I'm back with a big announcement. Well, at least big for a couple of you. The winners of my 250 subscriber giveaway, I popped them into a YouTube random comment picker, and the results are, with 1,000 doubloons, is going to be Bernard YPA, and walking home with 500 is going to be Kamikaze Kirby. Now, in the time since the 250, there have been another 50 subscribers. I'm already across 300, which is absolutely amazing, and I can't tell you what it means to me to see all these new faces, people subscribing to the channel. Really humbling and motivating to just keep putting out content and trying to improve. I read through every single comment that I was given, and I always do. I responded to many, and I'm going to try to start working in some of the things that I read and just improve overall. Things like finding a de-esser plugin to soften up the vocals a bit for those sharp S sounds that I produce. And another one that was requested, every video now there's going to be, both in the description and the thumbnail, the ship's name, so that people know what ship it is before they even go in and don't have to load up. Because that was something requested. I'm always open to requests. One of the things I also got asked was, do you have an address that people can send replays to? And it is up in my channel description, but for everyone else who doesn't know, it's Qckslvrslash@gmail.com, and I welcome replays. I watch every single one I've been sent so far. Some I was planning to use, and because of a patch coming through that I wasn't expecting, ended up breaking the replay file, which I feel bad about because they were really good games and I didn't get to share them with all of you. So something else I'm going to try to make a habit of is just pre-recording games, even if there's no vocals on them, just getting them recorded so at least I have the video portion should, you know, a micro patch comes out that breaks the replay. Yeah, on to the game. I'm driving the Tier 2 Umikaze, another one of my favorite ships, probably tier for tier, one of the more overpowered ships if you know how to use it. And you get one of the games kind of like this. I'm in the middle of the map, nobody harassing me, and I can kind of just, you can see, I can hit both caps with my torps, and there's just a slew of Weymouths in this game. I'm playing with Flying Goomba and Savea, and we just kill Weymouths this whole game. And actually, talking about playing with Flying Goomba and Savea, another thing I got asked by a couple of people is, do I ever play with subscribers? And I welcome it. If you ever log on, feel free to add me. I'll add you to my friends list, and if I'm on, throw me a message. If you want a platoon, I'll gladly hop into, sorry, not a platoon, a division. Gladly hop into a division with people and play with them. I don't really care what tier ships I'm driving, I just like to drive ships. The only caveat being, of course, if I'm already in a division with a group of people, I'm not going to drop who I'm playing with to play with some of you. I hope you can understand that. But if there's room in the division I'm in, gladly drag you in and play along. And there's no, like, skill level requirement to play with me. I've played with people who are way better than me, way worse than me, and it's always fun, and it's always better having a division mate to play with. So back to the game, I'm doing something that's rather brave in a low tier destroyer, and that's engaging a St. Louis at close range with guns. But you can actually watch as this guy weaves trying to run away. He's not putting any of his guns on target. And I don't know what he's doing. I think maybe he figured if he just runs away, he's fine. And then he does fire, and it's AP at Goomba, and all the shells miss. Like, there should just be a continuous stream of shells out of that St. Louis. So it's weird to see one that isn't. And the three of us managed to take pretty good advantage of that. One of the other things that you'll notice all three of us doing is we're using our guns a lot. And you see so many low-tier destroyer players forget to do that. It doesn't matter if you're Japanese, American, Russian, all the DD's guns are effective. Put your torps in the water, then just start using your guns, unless you're trying to remain undetected. But if you're detected, there's no reason not to start shooting, and you can get some really good damage. See, already I've managed 10,206, essentially my hit points in damage, all guns. I haven't got a single torpedo into anything yet. And these Japanese guns can be quite punchy. 1,650 damage out of that volley. At this tier, that's, 5% of that Weymouth's hit points in a single volley. And you can do that about every 6 seconds, I think it is. So please, remember to use your guns, regardless of what nation. And if you're using your guns, don't break from using them for a long period of time to try to throw your torps. It's got to be a pretty seamless thing, because if suddenly the gunfire stops for a really long period, anybody on the other end knows, oh, here come the torps, better turn. It's kind of a giveaway, so try to time those torp volleys in between guns. Fire, switch to torps, fire the torps, get right back on your guns and fire them. And if you can time that right, there's going to be no interruption to any of your firing. And the guy on the other end may assume you've just used your torps already somewhere else and that you're not shooting at him. But this Nassau is doing what so many battleship drivers seem to do, and that's driving in a straight line. I think I overestimate how much damage 4 torps will do to him, but take him from full health down to half health. And I fired my next set off at that South Carolina. And I've kind of got these 2 battleships captive. They're both still driving more or less in straight lines. And I'm just wrecking them. And it's one of those things that you gotta love when driving a destroyer. It's when you do get that solid volley of torps into a battleship. It just feels so good. But I've got this Weymouth closing in on me, my smoke has dissipated, and thankfully, teammate Flying Goomba right there with a set of his own torps manages to essentially work all his health away. I put my guns to use, do enough damage to really leave him on a one hit, tell Goomba to just finish him off, and he does, and you can see in our platoon we managed 4 kills. So, really solid performance, and at tier 2 you kinda gotta do that. And it's at this point that the game's pretty much over. We've got 2 of the caps, a 640 point lead. Even if they manage to kill all of us DDs, we're still in this one. So, once again, the winners of my 250 subscriber giveaway, Bernard YPA and Kamikaze Kirby, please send me an email, Qckslvrslash@gmail.com, with your in-game info, what server you play on, so that I can get those prizes to you. And to everyone else who joined, thank you very much. I appreciate the support and the turnout of people. It does mean a lot to me. I think my first giveaway when I hit 100, I don't know that more than 20 people actually responded to that. So to see a couple hundred people comment, even for the small prize that 1,000 doubloons is, really means a lot. And my next major giveaway is going to be at 500 subscribers, and I hope I can make it a little bigger. We'll see what the money situation is when it comes up. Anyways, if you enjoyed it, considering giving a thumbs up, subscribing so that we get to that 500 mark all the much quicker. And as always, I am Qckslvrslash, and I'll have another one for you guys tomorrow.